Hello folks, less a funny intro, more I made 2 videos yesterday, so if you missed those, make sure you keep up, catch up. We played both legs against Celtic, but if you've already caught up, you're excited to see us play today in some other games that I will be very vague about in case I spoil anything.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hello there folks, welcome back. Since we last met, it's been very exciting. It is, of course, the Ispalian job with me, Dr. Benji FM, and hopefully you're caught up by now. Since the 4-0 win against Celtic, let's just remember that, a hat-trick for Dorian Heiser, we've been banging in the goals. More importantly, Sebastian Spira, we forget he's called Sebastian. Sebastian Spira is a great name. Not only that, but he's coming on beautifully. 4 goals in the last 2 games. He's been a man in form. A 2-1 victory, first of all, then against Genoa. The second of which, a penalty kick, which he put away. Good, he's actually scoring penalties now. And then a 3-0 win. Yosu also getting on the score sheet. That's the biggest shock of all. But no, Sebastian Spira with 2 in the 74th and 76th minute. Interestingly, scored 2 goals in the last 2 games, both in the 74th minute. Maybe he'll do that again today. And today, something a little bit different. We're going to do a Schalke-only special. I'm not going to show you the middle game against Torino, although I will, of course, fill you in on the result. But Schalke and Schalke, those will be the games that we are playing today. First then, coming up is Schalke. Have I said Schalke too much? I think I've said Schalke too much. It's losing all meaning. So then, folks, the team for the first game. Pozarek will be in goal. Alexander-Arnold, Diaz, Casasola and Barloco at the back. Full strength there, which is really nice to see. Often we have someone injured or suspended, but not today. Toussaint is just in front. We've got Luca to the right, Luis to the left, with Yosu after his goal in the last game. I figure we'll play him again with Dorian and Spira up top. Players to bring off the bench if needs be. Gutklu's there. Batista's there, ready and able as well as Toscano, who will also feature, hopefully. The issue I've got, of course, is that Luke Barloco and Ruben Diaz, both on yellow cards, both going to be suspended for the game coming up after this one, of course, so look forward to that. I'm preempting it. I'm saying it'll probably happen, because it'll probably happen. Now, I don't really know what our standing is in Europe. I still feel as if, that apart from Dorian Heiser, we're a good team. We are not a great team. So I don't really know where our standing is in Europe, whereas with Schalke, I feel like they're closer to becoming a great team. They're not an amazing team, they're not a brilliant team, but they are a good team, and that's scary. But we'll see. With a little bit of confidence, with a little bit of panache, we might be able to get a result against them. I should have probably looked at their team before we did all this. Let's pause the game before they score. Formation-wise then, they're playing a 4-4-2. Interesting. Caleri's up front, next to Alcancer, so 2 familiar strikers. Then Static is at the back, Furman's in goal. So they've got a decent little side about them. This could be a problem. We'll see how we get on. All right, first highlight of the game. Toussaint gets in there. Spira plays in Dorian Heiser, who's deadly in a one-on-one scenario. He's been fouled. Surely Spira. It's one of the most unconventionally brilliant finishes you've ever seen. Sebastian Spira, 11th goal of the season. He's available from Juventus for around 18 million. I mean, he's no Renzi, but he's coming along beautifully. I did have a little inquiry. They said 18 million. So, I mean, if we get some money to spend at the end of this season, then we might bring him in. You can see here then Dorian, he's through on goal, chased down, slide tackle, what a challenge it was. And then Spira decides, well, I could put it in that on the corner where the gap was. No, I'll feed it in between the defender and the goalkeeper, in off the other post. Brave. But that's what we're oh no, I was going to say that's what we're talking about, and now all of a sudden Schalke come forward again. Caleri into Alcancer, played back, and that's how you finish it, when there's a gap for the goal. And it's Kimpembe? Kimpembe. I quite like that. Kimpembe. Oh. Yeah, they've levelled things up. A little bit of space. I mean, he hangs about unmarked for ages, and then a left-footed finish into the back of the net, and it's 1-1. I should say, though, folks, and I didn't make enough of this when it happened, an away goal. Oh, and I love an away goal. For those that have watched previous series, you'll know an away goal is one of my most favourite things. All right, the 40-minute mark, and time is ebbing away. Still 1-1 then. As we go into half-time, Dorian's having a 6.4 sort of game. Not the greatest from him. So we're going to calmly say, I know we're underdogs here, but go out there and get a win. I'm going to try and give them the calm approach. That's the strategy here. Just tell them, look, you've had a good first half. Yosu's lost focus. You had a good first half, and I'm hoping to see a little bit more. Just the calm. Come on, get out there. Do it for the Spal Nation. That's not a thing. I've literally made that up. You might have heard of, because YouTube's a popular thing. They might have heard of Team 10. I'm going to start Team Ben, which is very similar. 1 letter change, but very similar in style. I've never worked for Disney though, so maybe not. Spira goes through. I will say, if you don't understand the references I've just made, don't research it, just be thankful. And if you do know about it, we're all caught up in this together. As Barloco, on this left-hand side, ball, well, it was nearly fizzed in, wasn't it? Luis picks it up though, back into Barloco, who well, he gets a little bit fortunate. Luca into Yosu, we're just being tackled constantly. Dorian's on it now, tackled again. I don't think we're passing it as much as we're tackling it into another player. Alexander-Arnold, oh, it's in the back of the net. Luis finds it, header or a volley, I'm not quite sure. Thurman can't keep it out, it hits him and goes into the back of the net. I imagine he did that sort of look that keepers do in this game. But you can see Alexander-Arnold getting down that right-hand side. The first time we actually connect a pass between two players without a tackle happening in between. And there's actually a header. Thurman does dive and doesn't keep it out. But 2-1, 2 away goals. That is massive. We're still attacking now. I'm going to shut up shop. I'm going to go... Do you know, I've not done it enough in this series. We're going Italian. Yossi's coming off. We're going to play 2 defensive midfielders in front of the back 4 and just go on, get past us then. What's occurred here? There's an offside. What? Okay, right, go defensive, actually properly defensive. I've made the changes and just shut the door. They are coming forward though. Diaz with a good header clear. There's no one there to pick it up. It's almost like I put him in a defensive midfield spot as they're forward again. They shouldn't really have that much space and or time. Bolocco left side. Caleri's there as well. Possibly with a save. If we can keep it at 2-1, that to me is job done. Let's go contain. Let's go. I've never been so defensive. Right, that corner's come to nothing. It rolls away. Right, 10 minutes to go. Throw in deep in their half. Spears on it. Plays it to the front post. It's hit the post and cleared. I mean, Dorian was lurking, going to the back of the net, but Spear hits the post from an impossible angle. Not impossible. You can't hit the post. Scoring from there would have been outrageous. As the minutes and the seconds tick down then, 89 minutes on the clock. We've looked good in the game and I've shut the door and it's all done. It's done and dusted. Kippers and custard. I think that's going to be it then. 10 seconds to go. Schalke at home have been defeated by the mighty Spal. The real question here is, how on earth did Celtic beat us? But there we are. We leave it at 2-1 and we go straight into then the second leg of the game. Of course, I was mentioning there's a game against Torino in the centre, but we're going to avoid that one. Try and progress a little bit more within the European stage. But of course, I'll let you know what happens within the game against Torino coming up. Not next. Right, just quickly, change the system. Not change the system, change the personnel. Gukli, Batista, Fabregas, Miranda, Papadopoulos and Cini all come in. A little bit of a freshen up, bit of a change around. We'll see if we win the game. I should say that's for the Torino game, not for... This is the Monday night, not for the Europa League. We can call this segment of the series Just Goals, because I'm just going to show you the goals. Oh my... Would you Adam and Eve it? I mean, Miguel Luis has just scored a goal. You're going to want to watch this one. So we're just passing it around neatly, you know, nothing really going on. Dorian has a shot. Luis brings it down, one touch, and then does that. So, yes. Oh, Batista makes it 2. A breakaway. It all started with a foul from Cini. They had a free kick, came to nothing. Alexander-Arnold bursts on the right-hand side, plays it across, and Batista's there on hand to score the goal. You can see there, Alexander-Arnold on that far side into Dorian. In fact, yeah, played it into Dorian, my bad. And then Dorian Heiser lays it off beautifully to Batista, 2-0. I'm not very good at sign language. I know I said I wasn't going to show you like anything to this game, but I'm having a quick conversation. Just a funny story that has come to mind. I used to know someone that thought sign language was when signs spoke to each other. I'll let you carry on with the video. Just imagine that. Cynic, you really are a stupid footballer. You really are. He's been sent off. Of course he has. I mean, we're 2-0 up with 30 seconds to go, but you're an idiot. And there we are then, Spal 2, Torino 0, and on to the second leg against Schalke. That's where the real action is. Should say, that point, or those 3 points, moves us into 5th position, level with Udinese and Napoli. That is a little contest. I'm enjoying it. Oh, we've avoided relegation, which means Virginie, he's still here, gets a payout. But he's out on loan, of course. He's not even part of the team! So when he's out on loan, he gets the bonus. That is unbelievable. I mean, I've given him the contract, but that's madness. Right, folks, welcome back. And the team for the game is the one that started the game in the first leg. Pozovec, Alexander-Arnold, Diaz Casasola, Barloco, Toussaint, Luca is there with Luis. I'm just going to change it to Luca. I know he's got a surname, but it's gone on too long. Look, Luca's fine. Doesn't even change yet. That's annoying. Luca and Luis in the middle, though. Yosu in behind Heiset and Spear. 2-1 advantage, which means they can score a goal, and I'm fine with it. Score 2, and I'm scared. Schalke favourites of the game. Again, going for this 4-4-2 formation. They've got Forsberg on this left-hand side. He's obviously a decent-ish player. Alcacer's still there too. They've got Munir's plays as well. Okay, dangerous players. Caleri, who I think is their top goal scorer this season, drops to the bench. Oh, aye. Right, passionately say, I have faith in you. Go out there and make the difference. Positive difference. Make a positive difference. No, not a Pozovec difference. Positive difference. He keeps a clean sheet record this season. He gets all Carried away. Corner. Luis to play it in. 6 minutes gone. Well, it's gone over everybody. Luca's there to pick it up, though. Is he going to have this left-hand side? No, plays it into Yosu. Dorian's there. Oh, what a goal it is. Dorian Heiser. I mean, it's not a magical goal in terms of skill, but in terms of importance to get off to a winning start 7 minutes in. Dorian Heiser gives us the lead. There's a palm tree behind the wall. I mean, they're trying to brighten it up. It's not helping. Dorian, though, one touch out of his feet. A camera change, hello. And then drills it. Bottom of the goal. The keeper's nowhere, doing nothing. Sometimes I forget that we're getting a new stadium. Just going to remind you and me that that's exciting. We're starting attacking. We're starting fluid. We shut up shop. We took our lead back to Italy in typical Italian fashion. Now, 35 minutes in, that looks like a good decision. Schalke are doing very little in the game. We've had more possession, plenty of shots, but really, we need another goal. As we get to half-time then, we're going to go again for the calm approach. Very happy with the way things are going. Keep it going, lads. Good stuff. Very happy with your solid defensive work. I mean, a clean sheet here against Schalke. We've seen the attacking talent on display. I dare say all three of their strikers are probably as good, if not slightly better than ours. I know Dorian's really good, actually, but I'd say Spear pretty level with. Actually, Spear is pretty sick. Alexander-Arnold struggling for a bit of fitness. Now, the option is to bring on Papadopoulos, so he's just going to have to stay out there. I'll be honest, the more this goes without highlights, the happier I will be. Throw in, Dorian's on it as he drives towards the area. Luis is there, Barloco at left back. Oh, shot on goal. Thurman saves it. To be honest, Schalke need a goal right now, and with that in mind, we're going to go more counter-attacking. They are certainly going to have to start applying some more pressure. They need, what, 3 goals to get back into this? I mean, a 3-1, a 2-1? A 3-1, yeah, 2-1 would keep it level, as he gets away with not getting sent off there. Outrageous. Simeone has to look at a man, and he's off. Barloco throw in, deep in their half. Another goal now, and that would surely see it. He's offside, I think, Dorian there. Yeah, you don't see it very often, but he looked well off. A lot of players having very average games, but in a nice way. Yosu on it, 30 seconds to go. I just realised that, my friends, is probably going to be that, as Alexander-Arnold's ball into the middle doesn't quite go anywhere. Luis, Yosu, again, still playing some nice football, keeping it really nicely too. A lot of technical players as Luis, well, the ball has pinged off an advertising hoarding and gone off to next year. But there we are then. A clean sheet at the Polo Mazza, and it gives us the 3-1 victory and the progression into the next round of the Europa League. Is the draw for that going to be today, folks? That's the question. Oh, yes, it is. It's a quarter-final draw too. £646,000 in the coffers. We've now got 28.5 million. We have lost a little bit in recent weeks and months just on fees and whatnot, paying for loans and that sort of thing. But with a good Europa League run, there'll be a little bit more money coming in. Celta Vigo, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Marseille, Stoke, Tottenham and Chelsea all go through. 4 English teams, 2 Italian, 1 Spanish and 1 French team. Interestingly, most of the sides that started away from home end up going through in the second home leg. Oh, high-scoring games as well. A 5-3 ours was relatively straightforward. A 7-6 in there, 6-1, 8-5 with Inter, and a 5-4 from Celta Vigo. Lots of big aggregate scores. And now then comes a very exciting moment as Pozovec does indeed now set the clean sheet record with 12. I think he's got this season. Was it 12? I think I must have missed that, Jeff. It is 16. Oh, it's all comps. He's got 11 so far in the league. I didn't know if that was for all the competitions. Right then, quarter-final draw. Who are we facing? There are some big old boys in there. I mean, I'd be lying, Stoke, if I said Celta Vigo, Marseille or Stoke, I think will probably be easier than Inter, Chelsea, Liverpool or Spurs. But here we go. Celta Vigo. Spal? Damn. Okay. Inter gone, though, which is interesting. Liverpool will play Stoke. That's not fun. Chelsea-Tottenham would be a good game, I think. Marseille versus Tottenham. Oh, no. And that means, then, that Chelsea will host Spal. We're away from home in the first leg. I guess that's a good thing. But now we have a real challenge on our hands. We've played a team from Scotland. We've played a team from Germany. Now it's England. Those Chelsea games will be probably the next episode we do. If you want to see one of them over the weekend, by all means, or maybe you want to see both Chelsea episodes on one day, do drop a like. If we hit, let's say that we did a similar target the other day, we nearly hit it, so 1,500 likes. If we hit it, there'll be a weekend upload. Otherwise, I'll see you on Monday. If you enjoyed the video, though, as I say, do drop a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. We're on quite the run, but can it continue? We love with care from me, Until next time, goodbye.